Hello, welcome back to the Changemaker Conversations interview series. My name is Afton Brazzoni. I'm the founder of Scribe National, and I am here today with an amazing fellow woman entrepreneur and former client of mine as well, Felicia Yap. Thank you so much for being here, Felicia.
I am so thrilled to be here, Afton. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am so excited to talk about video today.
Yes. Okay. So let's dive right into it. I've got a really good episode planned for you guys today. To kick things off, I'd love it, Felicia, if you could just start with a little about yourself, your story. It's a really powerful one, and, kind of what you do now and what your business is all about.
Absolutely, my pleasure. So you have a little taste that I love video. I have been doing video production for 20 years. I started off as a teen, picking up a camera, learning to host with a campus-based television group in Calgary, just as a teen, and I was hooked. I really, really love video. And so then I went to state for the radio, television, broadcast news program, and I got hired right out of school to work for CTV as a videographer in Saskatchewan. And I learned so many things. And I had such an adventure. It was just a blast. And from there, I moved to CTV Regina, where I was the late night anchor for a whole year. And then I moved to the East Coast, which is where you're from, Afton, and it has a very special place in my heart. I love Maritimers.
Yes, I love that.
I married one as well. So I was only going to move to Halifax for 7 weeks, but they liked me, so they kept me, and then they hired me full time. And then I moved up the ranks to be the morning show co-host of CTV Morning Live Atlantic, and then the news at noon anchor. And then my husband, he matched to his residency training program in Calgary. So then we relocated, and I did have a job lined up here in Calgary, but a round of layoffs meant that my dream didn't happen. And then I soon found out that I was going to be a mom. So I switched gears and I focused on being a mom. And then I also started up my own YouTube channel, which is focused on DIYs. It's called Most Delightful Way. And I had a lot of fun with that. But over time, I really felt like something was missing. And that was storytelling for me. I've told thousands of stories across Canada, and it is my biggest passion. I love meeting people and I love sharing stories. So I decided to take the leap and become an entrepreneur. And I started my own company, Real Awesome Productions, in October 2020. And then just speaking to the clients I have, I realized that there was a very common trend among them, and that's you don't feel confident on camera. So I pivoted my business to include video confidence coaching. So that's what I do now. I help with that. I help with their on-camera confidence, and I also help with mobile video shooting and editing and showing them and giving them the tools so that they can be successful through video.
Amazing and so needed. So, if anybody follows our blog, I often talk about the fact that video, it's on an upward trajectory. It's not going anywhere. If you're a marketer, if you're a business owner, you absolutely do need to get comfortable with doing video, but it's completely understandable that that's really tough sometimes. So that is where Felicia comes in, and she has a ton of insights to share about it. And I think really coming from that place of being passionate about storytelling is so wonderful and super effective, because that's, to basically what we're trying to do on video. And on that note, Felicia, I'd love if you could just sort of elaborate on why video is such an important marketing strategy today.
Absolutely, Afton. You really hit the nail on the head too, because video is such a beautiful vehicle for storytelling. It's a triple threat. So you have the visuals, you have the audio, and it aims for the heart. Because when you see someone's face and you hear their voice, it's so impactful. People buy from people they trust. And if they see someone showing up authentically, over time, they're going to trust them. So that's what makes video marketing so powerful. And right now, we're really seeing that video. We are video consumers. Just think about the rise of TikTok and the domination of YouTube, and now even recently Instagram the head of Instagram has announced that Instagram is shifting gears from a photo sharing platform to a video sharing platform. So we're going to see more videos being shared. And again, talking about videos, it's just so shareable. Think about the 5 pieces of content that you shared recently, and I can wager one of them probably was video, because it's so shareable and so effective, and it can really boost your bottom line.
Yeah, I completely agree with all of that stuff. There's really no debating it in 2021. And, it's just going to keep gaining more and more momentum going forward. So knowing that, we really do need to be incorporating this into our marketing, what are some of the common challenges you see? Because I know video can really be a sticking point for people when getting started. Even for companies with full marketing teams who maybe haven't tackled it yet, or certainly for solopreneurs who just don't feel comfortable getting behind the camera. Like, what are some of those things that you are seeing people struggling with?
One of the biggest things that I see is the excuse that you need better equipment. Because if you have a smartphone, you got really all you need to start. Right now, I'm actually on my cell phone speaking with you, Afton, and for the most part, I think you can see and hear me clearly. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, 100%.
There you go. That's really all you need. So take away that excuse, because all you really need to do, the most important step, is to start. There are a lot of limiting beliefs. I understand that, but the more you share, the better you'll get. So your first video probably won't be great, and your next one will be maybe just a little bit better, but aim for that 1% improvement with each of your videos. And by the 100th video, you are going to be a rock star. Let me tell you, because when I started as a teen and I look back at my old hosting, it's really embarrassing. But I've shot so many videos and I've hosted so many times that now I'm so comfortable doing it. And it's only because of that practice. So get it out of the head that you have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be yourself. And over time, your true self will shine on camera. So that's another thing that I really encourage you to do, is just to get out there and start shooting, and do it often. The winning strategy for video is just to keep at it and be consistent, because success comes on the heels of consistency. And I truly believe that.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with all of those things. And to be honest, like everybody watching, you can apply that to a lot of your marketing. But I think video being something that sometimes people get such a mental block around, like Felicia has just totally nailed it. It's absolutely true. Just try it out, just get started, experiment. Yeah, and again, like on that note, that's a fantastic tip. What else do you think people can do to kind of get comfortable marketing themselves and their businesses on camera?
Okay, so what I really suggest is don't script everything word for word. For myself, I used to do this when I had my YouTube channel, and it would really slow me down. When I would make a mistake, I see it with my students as well with their on-camera confidence. If they make a mistake, they'll reshoot 30 times to get that perfect take. But that's incredibly frustrating and time-consuming. So my biggest recommendation is get your main points out, write those 3 main points out, and just hit them. Even if it doesn't come out the same every time, if you hit your main points, that's good enough. Aim for good enough, and over time, you're gonna get better and better. Another tip I have is to get moving. Before this interview started, Afton, you should have seen me. I was like up and boogieing, because really getting up, moving really improves the air in your lungs, and it just puts a smile on your face and makes you in such a better mood for an interview or a presentation. You'll just be just a lot happier, and it will really show.
Really, like that's not one that I've heard, and it makes so much sense. Like,
Yes.
absolutely, we want to be dynamic when we're on camera. So totally, I should have done the same thing.
Now you have that tip. Every time I go on camera, and I used to do this on the news, I would go into the makeup room and I would just start moving. I would do my little exercises and jump around, because that blood flowing, that oxygen pumping into your brain, into your lungs, makes a huge difference in just how dynamic you will be on camera.
So good. So good. Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to share with people in terms of tips before we kind of move on? Because I know you have some exciting news for your business that I really want to make sure we get to.
I do. And I was speaking with someone about this, and it was just about limiting beliefs. And it comes with a lot of people face this, that they don't think they look good enough for television or for on screen, on the internet. And the truth is, your story matters. It doesn't matter how you look, because it's your message that matters. There are 7.8 human hearts beating right now. And the fact that you are having the courage to tell your story, you are going to connect with someone. It doesn't matter how you look, because there are people who look like you. So take that to heart and just go for it, because I think everybody has something special to share with the world.
Yeah, that's beautiful advice. I mean, the more diversity, the more different voices we have out there, like, it's better with more perspectives. So if people can kind of get past thinking about like, oh, I don't know if anyone would want to hear from me, like Felicia said, absolutely, with billions of people, there is definitely somebody that wants to hear from you. So yeah, thank you for sharing that with people. I think that's really important.
My pleasure.
So, okay, I've been waiting to talk about this part because I'm very, very excited about it. So, okay, let's recap first. If you can quickly just remind everybody how you can best serve them. And then with this new very exciting development in your book that's coming online, let's talk about that as well for a few minutes and what people will get out of that.
Absolutely. So Real Awesome Productions is a full service videography company. So I am the face and the person behind the camera at this point, because I am a small solopreneur company right now. But that means I take the time to really care about your story, because your story matters. And I really take a lot of time to care about the details and to care about you. So I do promo videos for small businesses and nonprofits. I also do one-on-one coaching with small business owners and professionals who want to boost their on-camera presentation. And I also do coaching with video confidence when it comes to mobile video shooting and editing, just so that you have the tools, so that you know how to shoot your own videos by yourself on your own time. So those are some of the things that I'm working on right now. I just finished my first course and I'm really excited. It went really well. And my latest project, it's a passion project, is my book. I'm so excited. Afton is also being featured in my book. I'm so excited to have her in there. We're talking about content marketing, and it's going to be a book that's going to serve you on how you can show up authentically and confidently in video to share your message, because it matters. It really, really does. So I'm so excited. It's a part memoir, part manual. So it goes through a lot of my different stories on what I experienced working on screen and behind the lens. And I think it's full of humor and heart. So I'm really excited. It's going to come out sometime in the winter. So fingers crossed, it'll be done soon. I'm working really hard on it.
I can't wait. And yeah, I really do think, I talk about this a lot, but coming from a place of service with the expertise and the skills that we have is so important. And just for everybody watching, like, there's almost nobody I can think of that does this better than Felicia. So it really is worth checking out. Absolutely. And of course, just to walk away with, that skill set that is only going to become more and more important as marketing evolves.
Yes,
so,
I totally agree.
Kind of to wrap up here, I would love for you to just share, Felicia, how everybody can connect with you, whether that's your website, social media, or how to best reach you.
I love friends, so the more friends, the better. So you can find me on social media at Real Awesome Productions, and Real is spelled R-E-E-L, like the film Reel. You can find me on Instagram at Real Awesome Productions and TikTok at Real Awesome Productions. And I'm sharing a lot of free actionable content that you can use right away. And I do it a lot. So definitely follow me. There's some really good stuff on there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. It's really always a total pleasure to speak with you. So thank you for coming on and sharing this great information with our viewers here.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity. It was so much fun. Always great talking to you, Afton.
All right, well, I'll be back in a month with another Changemaker Conversations interview. If you haven't yet, I would love if you'd subscribe to our YouTube channel. It means a lot to have you watching these videos, and I hope that they are useful for you. All right, take care.